happy to report baseball season is almost here, and the White Sox are already offering fans a sneak peek at new treats being offered this season at Guaranteed Rate Field. A lesson in love for World Down Syndrome Day, a sock puppet event teaching kids about kindness. And a submarine with special ties to the Windy City, the USS Chicago, may be saying goodbye, but not before its captain and crew stop by NBC Chicago with a special gift. Hi, I'm Allison Rosati. So glad you're here. I'm happy to report the good news going on in our area and beyond. We begin with a powerful, positive message delivered in a playful art project. Believe it or not, socks get people talking. And on World Down Syndrome Day, the socks are being used in an effort to end stereotypes. Our Natalie Martinez has the story from the Glen Ellen Public Library.
Brightly colored socks
Good job, buddy.
and smiles fill the activity room Wednesday night at the Glen Ellen Library.
Down Syndrome Day is really important.
Kids here had so much fun making sock puppets, they forgot for a moment that they were learning important lessons.
I felt like really good to learn about Down syndrome. It doesn't make people different.
World Down Syndrome Day is appropriately on 3/21.
Down syndrome is caused by 3 copies of the 21st chromosome. So March 21st, 3/21.
Jason and his son Parker are the huge positive energy behind this Rock Your Socks drive that culminates in a sock puppet making awareness event, handing out socks through the community and Springfield to celebrate differences.
People with Down syndrome are just the same.
Bringing people together to have potentially difficult conversations.
Really easy way to have a conversation is when you can start it with a smile. And socks start that smile. When they can look at kids that might have an extra chromosome or might, be a little bit different, whether it's a new kid moving into the community, and they start looking at kids that might be a little bit different as, hey, hi, I just want to be your friend. That's what this is all about.
They've handed out about 1,000 of these socks to about 1,000 people, but the reach of this message has gone on to countless others. In Glen Ellen, Natalie Martinez, NBC5 News.
Absolutely love the socks puppets, spreading lots of love. All right. Smiles, hugs, cheers, and tears of joy for medical school students here in Chicago and around the country on Match Day.
3, 2, 1.
Open your envelopes.
Open your envelopes.
This is a big moment. Students from Rush Medical School opened up those all-important envelopes, informing them where they will be going next to complete their training as resident physicians. And it looks like lots of students very happy with the results, what they found out in those envelopes. Congratulations to all of them. And we're happy to report a 100-year-old Hoffman Estates veteran received the highest honor awarded by Congress. Bernie Bluestein is one of 3 surviving members who served in the secret American military unit nicknamed the Ghost Army during World War II. Now, all 3 were in Washington to receive the Congressional Gold Medal. Now, the goal of the Ghost Army was to fool the German military with inflatable tanks and planes and fake uniforms.
Did our job, and that was it. We never made anything about it. And afterwards, of course, it became a secret, so never thought about it for the rest of my life until now. Now I'm a hero.
Oh, I love that. Bernie, you are a hero. The Ghost Army's mission was not known until it was declassified in 1996. And experts say that group saved thousands of lives. So happy for him. Congratulations. This week, we were honored to welcome the crew of the USS Chicago, a naval nuclear submarine named after our beautiful city. But today's visit was bittersweet. After 4 decades of service, the USS Chicago is being decommissioned. We did many stories over the years on the special submarine, including sailing with the crew off the coast of San Diego. The 721 Club here in Chicago has supported the crew and their families, often sending deep dish pizza and holiday gifts. Well, today, the captain surprised us at NBC Chicago with an award thanking us for our coverage over the years. And we can't thank them enough for their service. Godspeed. We're happy to report a popular and very successful program at the Cook County Jail is expanding. Tales of Redemption educates jail inmates how to train dogs that would otherwise be euthanized. In the past 6 years, more than 100 dogs have been adopted into forever homes. Sheriff Tom Dart calls this program life-changing and says the inmates benefit as much as the dogs.
It teaches them about compassion, teaches them about patience, teaches them about the need to have sort of rigor in their life. It's amazing the life lessons they've taken from that.
Plus, they're saving these dogs' lives. And now inmates are also training dogs to become therapy dogs. Everybody wins. We love that. More good news now. There's a new one-of-a-kind exhibition at the National Museum of Mexican Art. It chronicles an immigrant's journey that ultimately helped elevate mariachi music in the U.S. Our Leanne Trotter with the story.
Mariachi Potosino is one of Chicago's earliest mariachi groups, thanks in large part to Jose Cruz Alba.
47 years of their playing here was awesome.
Roberto Vargas is Jose Cruz Alba's nephew, and he lobbied the National Museum of Mexican Art to share his story.
I talked to my cousins and to see what kind of stories they could give me, and when they showed me a bunch of photographs of his, of course, legacy, and I realized that it has to be shown.
He co-curated this exhibition along with Rita Arias Girasek.
This was a very ordinary man, a family man, who came to rub elbows with all the important people.
Jose Cruz Alba immigrated from Durango, Mexico, and came to South Chicago to work in steel mills and factories. But in his free time, he loved to play music.
He gathered players, mariachi, around him. And continue the tradition, starting at small clubs, weddings, churches, backyard barbecues.
Mariachi Potosino went on to play for mayors and presidents, and even made an appearance on TV.
My husband saw a little snippet in the news and said, "Let me see if there's Grandpa."
And it was.
Yes, I do remember him, being on TV and playing for the mayor, or doing his gigs on the weekends. But this just makes those memories I have of him so much more rich.
Mariachi Potosino's musical journey helped establish mariachi as an important musical genre in the U.S. Reporting from Pilsen, Leanne Trotter, NBC5 News.
Mariachi music brings so much joy. Our thanks to Leanne. A big honor for a legendary Chicago chef. March 21st has now been declared Rick Bayless Day here in Chicago. Bayless has a Michelin star, 7 James Beard Awards, and has won Top Chef Masters. He's also earned multiple Daytime Emmy nominations for Best Culinary Host, and he, of course, is known for his cookbooks and his philanthropy. Mayor Brandon Johnson made an official declaration at a party at Frontera Grill's 37th anniversary. The restaurant was Bayless's first. It opened in 1987 on Clark Street in River North. Congratulations. Now I'm hungry. We're happy to report opening day for Major League Baseball arrives next week. We can't wait. And White Sox fans, well, not only are they ready for a new season, but they can look forward to some new treats to eat at the ballpark. Our Courtney Sisk has the yummy details from Guaranteed Rate Field.
The crack of a bat, the cheers from the crowd, and the crackle of an ice-cold beer.
Things are always better at the ballpark.
The sound of baseball season is right around the corner. March 28th is opening day. The Sox start at home against the Tigers.
Opening day reminds you that summer's right around the corner. And this is a team that I think people are going to quickly like and root for.
Chief Revenue and Marketing Officer Brooks Boyer says it's not just the team getting ready to hit the season opener out of the park. The chefs are hoping to do the same, providing us a preview Thursday of new food options for fans.
One of the great things we're putting in this year, 2 different empanadas. We're serving a beef picadillo empanada, topping that with a fire-roasted salsa.
It's Chef Brett Donaldson of Delaware North's 4th season at the stadium.
We're going to be serving a Jack Daniels and Coke ice cream float. Which I'm sure during the summer months will be a big hit.
From empanadas and Italian sausage to chicken sandwiches and smash burgers, Ryan Craig is an executive chef with Levy Restaurants. They're bringing it back to their deli roots with 5 sandwich options.
A lot of these sandwiches were featured at the deli 30 years ago when Levy and the Chicago White Sox started our partnerships.
All with some ballpark flair.
You got the home run, settling a beef. The foul ball is obviously a turkey sandwich.
What is your favorite item?
A campfire milkshake on a warm Chicago summer night with some White Sox home runs and fireworks would be pretty amazing.
So there are plenty of new great options here, but he said the campfire milkshake, so let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh yeah, that is absolutely amazing. It gets you right ready for summer. And if the Sox are going to play as good as this tastes, then it's going to be a great season moving forward. Reporting from Guaranteed Rate Field, Courtney Sisk, NBC5 News.
It's going to be a great season. Our thanks to Courtney. More good sports news. For the first time, the 2024 Paris Olympic Games is coming to a theater near you. NBC will be streaming the Summer Games at 160 AMC movie theaters nationwide. The coverage starts with the opening ceremonies, which are always spectacular. That's on July 27th, and it runs until August 11th. You can buy tickets through AMC or Fandango. The Olympic Games will also be streamed live on Peacock, and you can watch it here on NBC5. Looking forward to the games. We're happy to report the Dolphins are back home and showing off their new digs at Brookfield Zoo. The 7 Dolphins had to relocate for a bit during the renovation project. Our Leanne Trotter had a front row seat as zoogoers got to watch the Dolphins jump for joy in their new home.
The Dolphins are back in action at Brookfield Zoo Chicago. They recently returned home after a 15-month hiatus at Minnesota Zoo, while their Seven Seas habitat underwent a major $10 million renovation. They spent a few weeks behind the scenes getting acclimated, and today they are doing their first show.
Improvement means change, right? And so we wanted to make sure that the animals had the best opportunity to get comfortable with those changes and to just learn about them.
Besides redesigning the building and making infrastructure improvements, they made a lot of upgrades to the Dolphins' environment to encourage enrichment activities, like this brand new rock workscape and the bubbles.
We also have added a sand pit that the animals can forage and find some of their enrichment items in there.
They are still getting used to locations and speed runs with the rock work, so everyone gets to be a part of that.
Hi, Topeka! Oh, look, she's waving.
The kids absolutely enjoyed watching the Dolphins interact with the animal care staff.
Have you ever been that close to a dolphin?
No, never.
And did you hear how much they weigh?
Yeah, like 500 pounds.
Cool. What did you think?
I loved the show. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before.
It was awesome.
What did you like about it?
I liked how the dolphins were jumping. They jumped really high and they splashed everything. And it was fun when they waved to us.
The Dolphins in Action shows happen every day at Brookfield Zoo Chicago. You can buy tickets at the zoo. Leanne Trotter, NBC5 News.
We're so glad to have them back. Our thanks to Leanne. And thanks for checking out all the good things happening here and beyond. And if you want to catch the latest news and weather, you can watch the Morning Rundown and the Nightly Update every weekday on Roku, Apple TV, and NBC Chicago. Thanks again for being here. We'll be back again next week. Happy to report the good news.